Today's topic is colligative properties and determination of molar masses. It is one of the very important topic of this chapter. So एक सॉल्यूशन का वेपर प्रेशर डिक्रीज हो जाता है जब एक नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट वोलेटाइल सॉल्वेंट में ऐड किया जाता है. सो जब एक नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट वोलेटाइल सॉल्वेंट में ऐड किया जाता है देन सॉल्यूशन का वेपर प्रेशर डिक्रीज हो जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, when sugar dissolves in water, water is a volatile liquid, sugar is a non-volatile solute. Non-volatile means जिसको हीट करने से वेपराइज नहीं होता है. सो जब शुगर वाटर में ऐड किया जाता है टू प्रिपेयर अ सॉल्यूशन देन वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन विल बी डिक्रीज. व्हाई इट विल बी डिक्रीज it will discuss later on. So colligative properties are related to decrease in vapor pressure of solution. These are related to colligative properties are related to decrease in vapor pressure of solution. So these are the properties of non-volatile solute solution. So what type of solutions are known as non-volatile solute solution? जिस solution को heat करने से solvent particles only vaporize होता है, solute particles are not vaporized. That type of solutions are known as non-volatile solute solutions. So colligative properties are related to non-volatile solute solution, or these are related to decrease in vapor pressure of the solution. So different colligative properties are relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression of freezing point, and osmotic pressure. These are known as colligative properties. These are related to decrease in vapor pressure of a solution. So all these properties depend on the number of solute particles but independent on their nature. So all these colligative properties depends only on the number of solute particles present in a solution, but independent on their nature. That means solution में कौन सा टाइप का solute particle है, whether potassium chloride is present, whether sodium chloride is present, इसका ऊपर में colligative properties depend नहीं करता है. लेकिन colligative properties depend करता है how many number of solute particles present in the solution. That means colligative properties depends on the concentration of the solution. So let us discuss all the colligative properties now one by one. First of all, we will discuss relative lowering of vapor. So to discuss about the relative lowering of vapor pressure, let us consider a non-volatile solute solution. For example, sugar in water. Let us consider one is the solvent. हम लोग क्या कंसिडर कर रहे हैं, वन इज द सॉल्वेंट, और सॉल्वेंट इज वोलेटाइल हियर, जिनको हीट करने से वेपराइज होगा. एंड कंपोनेंट टू लेट अस कंसिडर सोल्यूट, और सोल्यूट हियर नॉन वोलेटाइल, जिसको हीट करने से वेपराइज नहीं होगा. Sugar in water solution, sugar is non-volatile solute and water is the volatile solvent. So in this chapter हम लोग always component 1 को क्या consider करेगा, solvent consider करेगा, and component 2 को हम लोग क्या consider करेगा, solute consider करेगा. Accordingly हम लोग mathematically relation derive करेगा. So you have to remember, 1 we will consider as solvent and 2 we will consider as solute. So in this solution, ये solution का vapor pressure of the solution हम लोगों को कौन सा component के लिए मिलेगा, component 1 के लिए मिलेगा, क्योंकि component 1 is a volatile component. हीट करने से only component 1 vaporize होगा, component 2 vaporize नहीं होगा. So vapor pressure of the solution PS is equal to vapor pressure for the component 1 only. लेकिन जब एक सॉल्यूशन को हीट करने से कंपोनेंट 1 एंड कंपोनेंट 2 दोनों वेपराइज होता है, देन टोटल वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन P टोटल इक्वल टू P1 प्लस P2. लेकिन ये सॉल्यूशन को हीट करने से ओनली कंपोनेंट 1 वेपराइज होगा, सो हम लोगों को वेपर प्रेशर ओनली कंपोनेंट 1 के लिए मिलेगा. सो वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन PS is equal to vapor pressure for the component 1 only. And we are considering here composition in the liquid phase. X1 is the mole fraction for the component 1 in this solution, X2 is the mole fraction for the component 2 in this solution. Now applying Raoult's law for the component 1, P1 is equal to P1 not X1. So Raoult's law is applicable only for component 1 because component 1 is the volatile component, component 2 is non-volatile. Non-volatile component के लिए Raoult's law applicable नहीं होगा. Raoult's law applicable only for which component? Volatile component. So this is the mathematical form of the Raoult's law for the volatile component 1 in this solution. So in place of P1 we can also write PS क्योंकि PS equal to P1 for this solution. So in place of P1 we can write PS equal to P1 naught. In place of X1 we can write 1 minus X2 since X1 plus X2 in a binary solution is equal to how many? 1. So PS equal to P1 naught minus P1 naught X1. इनको इसका साथ मल्टीप्लाई किया, इनको इनका साथ मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. सो हम लोग इनको अभी लेफ्ट साइड में लेके आ गया. देन नेगेटिव बिकम्स पॉजिटिव. P1 naught into X1 equal to P1 naught minus PS. Now X1 equal to, sorry, this is X2, this is X2 and this is also X2. So X2 equal to P1 naught minus PS divided by P1 naught. So we have a mathematical relation on relative lowering of vapor pressure. So according to this relation, X2 is the mole fraction of solute in the solution. X2 is the mole fraction of solute in the solution is directly proportional to this factor. So in this equation P1 naught minus PS, it is known as lowering of vapor pressure, and P1 naught minus PS divided by P1 naught, it is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure. So lowering of vapor pressure P1 naught minus PS, this is lowering of vapor pressure, is directly proportional to mole fraction of component 2 in the solution, as well as relative lowering of vapor pressure also directly related to mole fraction of solute in the solution. So lowering of vapor pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction of solute in the solution. Similarly, relative lowering of vapor pressure also directly proportional to the mole fraction of solute in the solution. To explain about the lowering of vapor pressure, let us consider a container in which a pure component 1 is present. Pure volatile component 1 is present in this container. And let us consider heat is supplied to this container. Heat is supplied to this container to a definite temperature. Let us consider at the temperature 50 degrees Celsius here. At the temperature 50 degrees Celsius, let us consider vapor pressure for the pure component 1 is let us consider 40 atmosphere. How many vapor pressure here? 40 atmosphere for the pure component 1. Only component 1 is present in this container. So vapor pressure for the pure component 1, P1 naught is how many atmosphere? 40 atmosphere. Let us consider 40 atmosphere. हम लोग सॉल्यूशन को हम लोग प्योर कंपोनेंट को कितना डिग्री सेल्सियस तक हीट किया? 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस तक हीट किया. जब 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस तक हीट किया, प्योर कंपोनेंट 1 के लिए वेपर प्रेशर कितना मिला? हम लोग को 40 एटमॉस्फेयर मिला. हम लोग अभी क्या किया? टेक्निकली हियर कंपोनेंट 2 ऐड कर दिया. डेफिनिट ग्राम ऑफ द कंपोनेंट 2 ऐड किया और कंपोनेंट 2 इज ए नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट. और जब कंपोनेंट 2 यहाँ ऐड कर दिया सॉल्यूशन में, जब प्योर कंपोनेंट 1 में जब कंपोनेंट 2 मिक्स कर दिया, so it becomes a homogeneous mixture. That means it becomes a solution. But component 2 is a non-volatile component. component 2 वेपर स्टेट में कन्वर्ट नहीं होगा, मतलब component 2 के लिए हम लोगों को वेपर प्रेशर नहीं मिलेगा. So जब component 2 ऐड कर दिया, then it becomes a solution. So suppose vapor pressure of the solution becomes 30 atmosphere. Before adding component 2, how many vapor pressure of the vapor pressure for the pure component 1? 40 atmosphere. लेकिन जब component 2 का definite ग्राम mix कर दिया with component 1 to make a solution, then vapor pressure of the solution becomes how many? 30 atmosphere. So जब component 2 component 1 का साथ mix कर दिया, then vapor pressure कितना डिक्रीज हुआ? हाउ कैन यू कैलकुलेट? P1 नॉट माइनस PS. सो कितना डिक्रीज हुआ? 40 माइनस 30. दैट मीन्स कितना एटमोसफियर डिक्रीज हुआ? 20 एटमोसफियर डिक्रीज हुआ. सो दिस इज नोन एज डिक्रीज इन वेपर प्रेशर और लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर. सो जब डेफिनिट ग्राम ऑफ कंपोनेंट 2 प्योर कंपोनेंट 1 का साथ मिक्स कर दिया, then vapor pressure decreases by how many atmosphere? 20 atmosphere. So this decrease in vapor pressure is known as lowering in vapor pressure and denoted by the symbol of P1 naught minus PS. When lowering of vapor pressure P1 naught minus PS is divided by P1 naught, that whole term is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure. So pure solvent में, प्योर वोलेटाइल सॉल्वेंट में जब नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट ऐड किया जाता है, क्यों वेपर प्रेशर डिक्रीज हो जाता है? वेपर प्रेशर इसीलिए डिक्रीज होता है क्योंकि लिक्विड सरफेस इज ऑक्युपाइंग बाय द नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट पार्टिकल्स along the volatile solvent molecules. So जब सरफेस को नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट पार्टिकल भी ऑक्युपाई कर लेता है, देन इन पर यूनिट एरिया ऑफ द सरफेस ऑफ द लिक्विड नंबर ऑफ volatile molecule decreases. When number of volatile molecules in the surface of the liquid decreases, then rate of vaporization is decreased. Then number of particles in the vapor state decreases. So vapor pressure decreases. So when a non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, then surface of the liquid is occupying by the non-volatile solute particles along with the volatile particles. So rate of vaporization decrease. Why decreases? क्योंकि liquid surface में number of volatile particle decreases. So when rate of vaporization decrease, number of molecules in the vapor state decrease, then pressure applied by the vapor molecule on the surface of the liquid decreases, then vapor pressure decreases. So you always remember it, when a non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, then vapor pressure will be decreased. And vapor pressure जितना decrease होगा, that is known as lowering in vapor pressure. So lowering in vapor pressure and relative lowering of vapor pressure, it is a colligative properties. So it is a colligative properties which is related to lowering in vapor pressure of the solution. So वेपर प्रेशर कितना डिक्रीज होगा, ये डिपेंड करेगा हम लोग नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट का कितना ग्राम ऐड किया। जितने ही हम लोग ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ग्राम ऑफ नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट प्योर सॉल्वेंट में ऐड करेगा, इतना ही ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, सॉल्यूशन का वेपर प्रेशर डिक्रीज होगा। सो लोअरिंग इन वेपर प्रेशर of a solution depends on the amount of solute is added to the pure solvent. Now this relation becomes, in place of x2 we can write individual moles of component 2 in the solution divided by the total number of moles equal to P1 naught minus PS divided by P1 naught. In a dilute solution, number of moles of solute very less than the number of moles of solvent, then n1 plus n2 approximately equal to, we can write n1. So this relation becomes n2 divided by n1 equal to P1 naught minus PS divided by P1 naught. How can you find out N2? N2 means number of moles of solute in the solution. N1 number of moles of solvent in the solution. So N2 equal to, we can calculate by dividing given mass of component 2 divided by the molar mass of the component 2, and N1 we can calculate by dividing given mass of component 1 divided by molar mass of the component 1 equal to P1 naught PS divided by P1 naught. So by arranging this relation, we have W2 into M1 divided by M2 into W1 equal to P1 naught minus PS divided by P1 naught. So this is the final relation on relative lowering of vapor pressure. So in this relation, what is W2? W2 is weight of solute in the solution. Weight of solute in the solution. What is W1? Weight of solvent in the solution. And what is M2? M2 is the molar mass of solute. M2 is the molar mass of solute. And what is M1? What is M1? M1 is molar mass of solvent. Molar mass of solvent. So this is the mathematical form on relative lowering of vapor pressure. So this equation is helpful to calculate molar mass of a solute in the solution. With the help of this solution, we can find out molar mass of solute M2 in the solution. So M2 is the molar mass of solute in the solution, W2 weight of solute in the solution, M1 molar mass of solvent in the solution, and W1 weight of solvent in the solution. And P1 naught vapor pressure of the pure solvent, and PS vapor pressure of the solution. So this is the relation, one of the relation. So this is the final mathematical form of the relative lowering of vapor pressure. So we will solve numericals related to the relation in our another classes. So this is about the first colligative properties, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Thank you.